Welcome to this trauma-informed full body reset where I will be guiding you through deep stretches of relaxation and yoga shapes so that you can reset the body and the mind. You will need a mat for this practice and potentially something to sit on or support you like a yoga block or bolster. So go ahead and grab that and we'll get started. You can start with me sitting in any shape that feels comfortable for you. I'm choosing cross-legged, but you might choose something different. And before we jump into the movement, you can take a nice deep breath with me to ground into the practice. Inhaling through the nose, and exhale, let it all go. And then as you sit here, pay attention to the body. Notice how it feels. You might just do a little bit of swaying side to side, a little bit of circles, just seeing if anything comes up, if anything feels stiff or sore, or anything feels really good. Get yourself into the present moment. Then we'll get started on the shapes. I invite you to do a gentle twist with me, turning to the right. So bringing your right hand behind you, your left hand can sit on that left knee, right knee, sorry, and then just twist over as far as feels comfortable. And if your legs are straight or they're in a different shape, that's okay too. Remember to listen to your body throughout the practice. You are in control. You get to choose what happens today. On your next breath, you can come back to center and repeat on the other side, twisting to the left. Warming up the spine a little bit here. Go as far as feels comfortable for you. You don't need to go far at all. On an exhale, coming back to center. And if your legs are crossed like mine right now, I invite you to come into a cow face shape. So you're going to take the right leg and place it underneath the left one. The left leg is going to go over top. And just do this as much as you can. If it doesn't quite go over top, that is a-okay. From here, you can sit up nice and tall. You may decide to close the eyes or keep them open. Noticing the sensations through the hips and the legs here, seeing if you can relax into the shape. I'm sitting on a block that feels better for my hips. You might want a bolster or a block. Few more moments here. Knowing you can come out at any time if it doesn't feel good for the knees or the hips. Exhale, relax into it a little more. If your eyes are closed, you can open them and try this on the other side. So now the left leg is going to go on the bottom, crossed. The right leg is going to cross on top of the left. You might find that one feels much better than the other. I'm getting a bit of a cramp in my glute trying that. So this glute might be a little bit tighter. I might not be able to go as far, and that's okay. We're really just seeing what our body is asking of us. Once you're settled into it, maybe you're like me and that right leg just can't quite go over the left. Take some time relaxing into the shape. Relax the jaw. See if your body can let go. Noticing these sensations. Perhaps trying not to judge them. They're not good, they're not bad, they just are. When you're ready, if your eyes are closed, you can open them and come out of that shape. Couple more leg shapes here. So for this one, taking the left leg, bending the left knee so that your left foot is resting either near the right knee or the right thigh or the right shin, depending on what feels good for you. And that right leg is going to go out straight. And from here, you might decide to stay up nice and tall. You may decide to lean forward, get a bit more of a glute stretch. Find what works for you and take a moment here. Using this time to reset the body, reset the mind. Staying present in this moment, focusing on where you are, the shapes your body is in. On your next breath, taking that left leg and straightening it, taking the right knee and bending it, once again placing it shin, calf, thigh, whatever feels good. Having that right knee bent and then staying here either up tall or maybe bending down forward. And then sinking into the shape. Noticing the breath. Noticing how the body feels. If it doesn't feel good to tune into the body, you can tune into the sounds around you. Tune into how your clothes feel on the ground. Your next breath coming out of this shape. If you want to shake the legs out or do a little something for them, feel free. And then when you're ready, you can join me on hands and knees for some cat-cows. If you're sitting on a bolster or block, you might just need to put it off to the side. And so shoulders over wrists, hips over knees here. On an inhale, lowering your stomach to the ground, allowing that tailbone to go up, head looks forward or up. Exhale, round throughout the spine here. Tailbone goes under, chin to chest. You can move through these cat-cows, going at your own speed, fast or slow. You might decide to bring some circular movements into this. Paying attention to how the body feels. Find what feels good for you today. Don't worry about how you look. You're doing this for you. And coming into a child shape. So taking your hips, bringing them backwards. You can have your feet together. You can have your knees together or wide. If you had your bolster or block, you might want to bring that forward and use that as a bit of support. Choosing your version today. Spending some time in this stillness. Letting go of expectations and allowing your body to just be what it needs to be right now. Reset that body and that mind. One or two more breaths in this child shape. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way back up to all fours. And then from here, going into a pigeon shape. So hands down, you're going to take that left knee, bring it behind the left hand. That right foot goes behind, or the left foot goes behind the right hand. Back leg goes back. And you might decide to stay up like this. Maybe you go down on your elbows. Maybe you use that block again. Always tuning into yourself, finding what feels good. Spending a few moments resting here. Relaxing into the hips, the body, allowing whatever comes up to come up. Few more breaths here. If you're down on your forearms, you can make your way up at your own speed, coming onto the other side here. So taking that right foot behind the left hand, that right knee behind the right hand, and then lowering down on this side. Once again, you might decide to keep the chest up. You may decide to come down on forearms. We'll spend some time here. If your mind wanders, bring it back to the present. Bring it back to the breath in your body and the room around you. Couple more breaths on this side, tuning in. Knowing you can come out early if you'd like. Focusing in on what your body wants. And then making your way onto your back. When you're ready, a couple more resting shapes here. Once on your back, I invite you to bend the knees, feet can go down, and just windshield wiper the legs back and forth. So bringing both knees over to the right slightly, both over to the left, getting a little bit of movement here after those stillness shapes. If you want, you can bring your knees to chest or kind of kick them out and flutter them. Find what works. And you can take your feet together, your knees out to the side in a bit of a butterfly shape here. Allowing that chest to be nice and open. Maybe your palms face upwards. Your arms come slightly out, bringing in the energy around you. If you need, you can get blocks or pillows on the outsides of the knees if this feels like too big of a stretch on the inner thighs. And as you lie here, see if you can think of something you're grateful for today. Gratitude can be a great practice to reset how we're feeling. You might be grateful your body could do this practice. Maybe you're grateful for family or friends, anything at all. And focus on that gratitude and that energy. And you can end the practice in butterfly, or maybe you decide to come into shavasana and rest a little bit more straight, or maybe there's something else you want to do. Choose that now. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this reset practice. I'll see you next time.